example, these are bursaries for different courses, different degrees, different diplomas, different qualifications as a whole. So please continue watching. It is not just limited to accounting or commerce subjects. Beautiful people, welcome back to Authentically Real with your girl Nomatamsan Mafundisi, aka Norms. Welcome back to the returning subscribers. Hi to the new subscribers. And hi to those of you who have not subscribed. Please don't forget to check out the verse of the week, Psalm 65 verse 11, which basically speaks about God crowning the year with bountiful harvest. And I think it's really fitting because we're still in January and it is a new year. We're in 2023, and I feel like it's something that could be really fitting with this year and has really been placed on my heart throughout this year, or since the year started. I've really been seeing that verse a lot. So guys, I'm really excited to do this video because it's something that I've been meaning to do actually for a year now. For a year, I've been wanting to speak about this. Please note that the bursaries that I'm going to be speaking about are not just for one course. So I'm not focusing just on the accounting stream or marketing, for example. These are bursaries for different courses, different degrees, different diplomas, different qualifications as a whole. So please continue watching. So guys, I've seen God do, and I'm going to say God, I've seen God do beautiful things in my life, especially when it comes to my academics. And more so when I say academics, I mean on the financial front, right? And I just felt like maybe this message that I'm going to impart to you could be of maybe helping someone's faith, maybe pushing someone to just apply for that bursary, whether you get rejected or not, but to just do it because it's going to help you. Okay, so I'm going to get into the story, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a list of different bursaries that you guys can apply for in any field. So guys, this is the story that I really want to share with you. I've seen God do miracles. I've seen God do so many things, and you know when you hear people say that, you think you know what you need, nah? But God knows what you need. Like you think this plan for my life is like the best plan, but I've seen, but God knows exactly what you need. Like you don't even think of certain things, but God's already like thought through a whole bunch of things. And I think I also feel like, there's a verse. I hate the fact that I don't really take my scripture memory properly, where God basically like says that his plans for you are far way greater than what your plans are for yourself, right? And I've seen that like with my bursary story and with the story that I'm about to share with you, which is crazy. And I'm just gonna start at this point in my life because it's a beautiful story. So I was in my postgrad. Okay, so postgrad, and I had applied for actually, let me explain how this came about. I was on a group for my res. I used to stay in a res. Shout out to Mshate Heights, Grainser, for the old ones. I used to stay at a res at UJ, and we used to have a WhatsApp group with all the people that stayed in that specific res, right? So I think it was the end of one of my postgraduate years, right? It was the end of the year, and I was going on to do my CTA. So CTA is my final postgraduate year, nah? So cool. I'm on that group and I see someone sends a message on that group. Someone sends like a PDF document, and on the PDF document you have to like fill out your information for a bursary, right? I guess it was an internal UJ bursary or an external UJ bursary, don't know, right? So someone sends that documentation and then they send the email like, oh guys, like please remember to send your, like it was as if they were asking, sorry, I think they were asking who received this, who received the PDF, and they also sent the email address of the person that you need to send the information to. I can't remember exactly how it was formulated in the WhatsApp text, right? Honey guys, I'm a chanster. If I see something that seems like it's going to benefit me, I literally go for it. So I decided to take that PDF that the girl sent, fill it out, and I emailed it to the email. To be honest with you guys, I was just taking my chances. Like I said, and then that was it, right? So this happened maybe I'd say October in my first postgraduate year, the end of my first postgraduate year. Postgraduate year was 2 years. So cool. Shop, I sent it October, and then October, let's say December, the lady responds, which is freaking crazy. The lady responds and says to me, oh, you've got the bursary. Please note, I can't remember this word for word or how it went, but the lady responded and basically told me I got approved for the bursary. They'll handle my fees for my CTA year. And I remember thinking, God, what? God, what? Like, what do you mean? So she said she'd handle my fees, and I was completely dumbfounded. I was just like, wait, what? Yeah, actually, this was for my postgraduate year. Yeah, it was for my first postgraduate year, guys, not my CTA. It was for my first postgraduate year, and as we call it, my BCTA year. And yeah, I remember thinking, wait, what? Like this was just me trying my luck, and here I am. I got approved for the bursary. Oh, and they wanted my Popeye. Is it Popeye? Popeye. I'll say Popeye. They wanted my Popeye. That's what they did. They sent me an email saying, hey, you got the bursary. May you please send your Popeye. I said, what? Honey, here I am. Send my I sent the wrong one because I didn't know what that was at the time or what it looked like, what specific document they wanted. And then they sent me, this is a document they want, and they need me to have signed it by the end of December, send it ASAP. So cool, I sent it, and here I was being funded for my postgraduate year. It was an absolute miracle because it was not something I planned. It was not something I thought of. I thought my parents were just going to have to handle my fees, to be quite honest with you guys. And I think I was very relaxed. Right, so they ended up covering my BCTA year, my first postgraduate year. And then they paid my fees, and then my CTA year came, and they ended up covering that year as well, right? But now I want to also share this really, really amazing part, right? So I have a classmate who I call a friend now. End of CTA came, right? End of CTA came, and we're chilling in my car. Her and I are chilling in my car, and we're just having our hearts to hearts about how CTA went. And then she says to me, yo, girl, I don't have funding. I have fees that I need to pay in order to redo my CTA the next year. And girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's literally telling me, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm stressed because I need funding to do CTA again the next year. She asked me how was I funded in my CTA year? So I tell her girl, actually I don't know if I fully disclosed how I got the bursary, but I thought I was funded by the specific bursary, the specific company. And yeah, I said I will ask for her. And I remember at that moment, I was like, okay, I'll ask. I was in communication with the bursary person that was who helped me with the bursary. Because she needed information from me here and there, and I'll try to follow up or when she'd be paying, or if she paid or whatever. Cool. So then the girls to me, so I say to her okay, girl, I'll check with the bursary lady, and I'll get back to you. Guys, was I not scared? Was I not scared to even ask this lady? Like I said, I was in constant communication with the bursary lady, constant, and she wasn't in the bursary is through UJ, but not UJ worked and communicated with them, but there was a top person that I always had to communicate with for information and all that stuff. We'll call her Delight. So Delight works at Donuts, right? So I tell Delight, I have a bursary under Donuts. So I tell Delight, like, yo, Delight, I'm scared now because I'm like, literally Delight has been so kind to me and paying for my fees 2 years in a row, like so kind to me for my accommodation and my fees 2 years in a row. And I was like, so I decided I emailed Delight, like, yo, Delight, I know I could be asking for a lot, but I have a friend who she needs funding. Basically, in summary, I just said to her, she needs funding, and like I vouched for this person. So I send the email and I'm scared because I'm like, I hope it's a positive response. I didn't want to just go to my friend and assume that Delight could not do it because maybe applications are closed or whatever. So I decided, I was like, just do it and hope that Delight is able to pay for my friend's CTA fees. So Delight ends up responding, and Delight says to me, hurry, I need her information tonight because today is like the last day for applications. Guys, if I was a day late with asking, if I let my fear, like I said, I was scared of asking, but I was like, why? It won't kill me to just ask. Call the girl, I'm like, yo, girl, send your financial statement, send your academic record, send everything, you know. And so cool, she sends her information to Delight, but I think she couldn't get from UJ her financial statement because something was off with the system. Like that day something was off. So I just said, Babes, screenshot and send that to her, and when the system comes back, you'll send her the official financial statement. But anyway, Delight is quiet. Delight keeps quiet. She doesn't really, you know, she takes the information, but she doesn't say anything to, I guess, to me or to my friends. So at that point, I did not know, right? And also on top of that, remember guys, she had to do a CTA again. Yeah, she had to do a CTA again. So she still had fees for CTA, the first year of her CTA. She still had fees from that, which also I think elapsed a bit of, like it was that 1 year's fees and a bit of the previous year's fees. So it was a lot that she had to pay. And remember now, this bursary was for CTA, let's say CTA 2, right? Only for CTA 2. I hope you guys are following me. But cool. She ends up, so 2022 comes beginning of the year. Remember, she still had outstanding fees from 2021 and a bit of 2020, right? CTA and a bit of that from 2020. She had like a huge amount that was... So, and remember the bursary that we weren't sure if she had even gotten it was for 2022. And remember, you need to, in order to register at a varsity, you need to pay the outstanding fees, right? Before you can even register for the new academic year. So she says to me like, yo girl, I'm stressed. I'm praying. I'm fasting. I am stressed out of my mind because I have fees. I cannot register for this new CTA year without those fees being paid. And even with that being said, if I do get it, it's for the 2022 year. So what can happen, you know? Because she's so stressed, like she doesn't know what to do. So I just say to her, email her. I said, you've got the email her, ask her, explain your situation, and we'll see what she can do on her side. Yeah, so Mrs. Delight tells her, like, register, I've got this. And then she registers, and then she's able to commence, like, CTA 2. The year goes on, maybe I'd say, like, June. Mrs. Delight ends up paying into her fees. But now, luckily, they were able to pay, like, the part of 2020, 2021, and 2022. So how freaking amazing. Like, I'm so sorry, I'm getting excited because I'm just like, what? It's a huge amount. And I think I'm sharing this story because I just want to share how great God is. And God knows what we need, you know? I think I just want to share that. Like, if you are a friend and you know you have something that can help another friend or another person, please share. Let's all eat. Let's all thrive. Let's all finish school. Let's all get these degrees that we want to attain. Guys, I really wanted to share the story with everything in me, and I'm really, really glad I did. So now for the part that you guys have probably been waiting for. So now I have a list of bursaries that you guys can apply for and their closing dates. Please, I hope everyone watching this is watching this like in January, because honey, these are the dates for January. I'm gonna try throughout the year to maybe put an update on my community page on YouTube, and I think I'll also put it on TikTok for you guys to constantly apply for different bursaries. I will also put in the description the email addresses, the links, the application forms, the closing dates in my description below. Please also know I got a lot of my information from studentroom.co.za, so please do check them out. They really like put credible companies and credible websites. So bursary number 1 is the Coca Cola bursary. This one closes on the 27th of January 2023. It's also called the CCBSA bursary. So guys, with regards to this bursary, it is for all fields or any field, so any qualification, any course, marketing, accounting, commerce, engineering, construction, communications, media, anything under the sun that you can think of. And what you'll need is basically, I think a lot of the bursaries that I'm going to mention need a lot of these. So motivational letter, your ID, your matric certificates. Okay, so number 2 is the South African Bulk Terminals bursary. So this one is closing on the 31st of January 2023 in B. This is also for any field, so commerce, communications and media, engineering, you guys get the works. If you did matric in 2022, this is also especially for you. I'm not saying that it's only limited to people that did matric in 2022, but it is especially for you if you matriculated in 2022. Please apply for this bursary. So number 3 is GrandWest bursary 2023. This is also for any field, commerce, medicine, construction, and this closes on the 31st of January 2023. Also, with regards to this bursary, NB, you must be studying in a university in the Western Cape. So if you know you're going to study at CPUT, UCT, UWC, what other universities, note that this bursary is applicable to you. In terms of very important information, it must be your first degree that you are studying. So I guess whether you matriculated in 2022, 2020, 2015, as long as it's your first degree that you're studying, you will be able to qualify for the funding. And in terms of information that you need to give, your ID, your proof of household income, or an affidavit if maybe, for example, your dad or your mom is unemployed, you need to provide an affidavit stating that they are unemployed. How they can get the affidavits is they go to the police station, write on the affidavit thing, and the police basically stamps that they approve what you are saying. Next bursary is the Rosond bursary. This closes on the 31st of January 2023. This is applicable to the following fields: IT, supply chain, finance, geology, engineering, and mining. The next one is VBCom. I will attach in my description the link to apply to that specific for that specific bursary. And this is only, and listen, only for mining, geology, engineering. The closing date for this bursary is the 27th of January 2023. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this video. I pray it is of help. I am trying to get back to doing more of this content and not just making it so accounting related, but really I'm able to assist a lot of people. I'm trying to get back to that, and I'm not going to be as consistent this year in terms of filming. Unfortunately, I can already feel that I'm feeling tired.